All right. All right, crowd level 2. We're getting started here in just a moment. You guys have to log in. There's somebody to log in. Give me a sound check. Make sure we're good. Pretty sure my sound check should be all right. I think we're looking all right. All right. Getting ready to go. Just give me a nod as soon as I have somebody. As soon as one person jumps in, we'll start. Who do we have? All right, Kara's in. Kara, can you hear me? Give me a response. Let me know we're good on our sound check. I think we're all right. And let's just get started. We'll make it happen. So come together and Kira. Good neck rolls first. So we're week 3. This week is supposed to be some tactical handgun work. Now, that's a little difficult to teach and work with over, the interweb, So, we're using the Facebook to work with you guys on this. So what I've got for you guys is just some of the different drills and combative concepts today. So we're going to kind of break it into 2 mechanics today. Um, Perfect. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Pat. So with our handgun, our tactical handgun work, HAYOC, we're going to spend time working through today the cold weapon work. So what happens when you have the firearm, maybe you've disarmed it, or maybe you're in a conflict within close range, and your firearm ends up where you can't use it the way it's supposed to be used. Well, you've got a nice big piece of steel you can still whack someone with. And so we're going to give you some effective ways to whack with it and make that our main focus for today. On Thursday, we'll take you through your shooting sequences and just some of those easy, quick drills you can do at home while practicing with your tactical work. When we get back in the building, we'll go see Wes at the range and play there, and we'll make up the difference as we get back around each other. But just getting these mechanics down because you'll need this, of course, for your exam work, but also just to have that extra idea of what we're looking at. Okay, so good ankle rolls, good knee rolls, good hip rolls. Grab your ropes. 60 seconds of rope time. Starting. Get ready. I'll give you a quick second to grab what you need. I got Old Faithful. We are. We're inside the camera right now. You're in good shape. Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we got it. So here we go. And ready at home? I'm ready here. And go. Just slide. 30 seconds left. 15 seconds left. Keep working. Come on. Time. Whew. All right, let's stretch. Lay forward. Down. And cross. Check. I don't hear it anymore. Press the foot down. Heel down and forward. And up and around. All right. Change sides. Knee up. Lean forward. And inside. Stretch. Cross over. And stretch. All right. Come up. Grab onto that foot. I'm just trying to get in. Will you help me, please? heel down. And up and around. Excellent. Put those gloves on. Let's work through it. Now, we're going to add 2 more combinations to our work tonight. We're going to build off of all the combos done previously. Tonight's combination work, we're adding in the uppercut work. So, working through the uppercut look. Gloves on, ready to go. Let's go through all of our combos we've done so far. So, hands up, ready. Chin down. And combo 1 is a jab. Stick your jab to return, right? Combo 2 was jab, cross. Last week's work was cross, hook, cross, and then finally jab, cross, hook, cross. Tonight we're going to be adding in for you guys the 5 and 6 combinations which build your uppercut look. So from the uppercut, okay, I don't want this big swinging motion. All in the uppercut, it's still a straight line. All I'm going to do is drop my elbow and then strike up in front of me. So I'm coming from underneath, down and up. Not a circle. Just drop the elbow, throw the hand tight and ready, okay? Pivot the back from the backhand, roll the hip over on the front hand. Pivot, pivot, striking back, still a straight line. Your 4 R's still apply. Reach, rotation, retraction, and reset. Get it back to the face quick as possible. So the combo flows. Uppercut from the backside. Then we're going to hook on the front side. Cross punch, and then drop the uppercut from the front hand. Okay, so the whole thing looks like backhand, hook, cross, front. Or combo 6 is the same thing going the other direction. So now we're going to go front hand uppercut, cross, hook, and then rear uppercut. Again, combo 6, uppercut. Number 6, uppercut, cross, hook, uppercut. And combo 5, uppercut, hook, cross, uppercut. Okay? Now when you're at home working this, a key practice here, especially if you're holding mitts for your partner, is to make sure that the mitts stay capped. We talk all the time about that box, right? What we don't want is you want to reaching out too far with the uppercut hand too high, where I'm going to overreach my uppercut. Everything stays inside a line. So the moment I make my contact on one, I can then flow right to the next look. Okay, making sure that my contact is where it's supposed to be. Okay, wasn't ready for that. We're done. All right. So combo 5, we're going to work it. Combo 5, then flow backwards on 6. Flow up on 5, flow back on 6. We'll do each one 2 or 3 times. Okay. So combo 5 off the rear uppercut first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how my hands come right back. Combo 6 in the return. 1, 2, 3, 4. Combo 5. Ha, ha. Combo 6. Ha, ha. See, everything stays tight in the box. Hands come back, shoulders up, chin down. 5. Ha, ha. And 6. Ha, ha. Tight and small. I don't need all this big motion. Everything stays quiet together. Okay? 5. Ha, ha. And 6. All right. We're going to walk through all 6 now. You ready? Okay. So, starting with 1. 1, jab. 2, jab, cross. 3, cross, hook, cross. 4, jab, cross, hook, cross. 5, up. And 6 is lead up and flow. Okay? We're just going to bang through that one more time. Just hit the combo on it. Here we go. Okay, it was there. All right, here's our look. And ha, ha, ha. Yeah. That's your look, okay? So, again, your combo work for this week. Uppercut, hook, cross, lead uppercut, cross, hook, rear uppercut, okay? Retraction, all the parts of the arms. Reach, rotation, retraction, and reset. Put it all together. All right, gloves off. Take just a minute. We'll go through the next detail. Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to stay here and talk to you guys for a minute and make sure that we're on a good page. What you need right now is you'll need your practice firearm and someone or something you can hit with, or you can work to the air for their combative work today. The function for today's focus is we're focused on tactical handgun with a cold weapon, meaning that the handgun's purpose no longer works. It's not good for shooting at this point, or I haven't yet cleared the jam, or I haven't got it where it's serviceable enough. It's not in battery well enough where I can actually use it, but I'm now within range against an opponent, so I get that advantage of still having a weapon, right? You know what's stronger than a fist to a nose, right? Taking the muzzle of that weapon and pointing it on the nose instead. So we're going to work some of that combative work just to mix it up on you guys a little bit today, and let you work that today. But keep in mind a couple of details here. For use of force to be justifiable, it must be necessary and reasonable. The threat must be imminent and unavoidable, right? That's our use of force triangle we talk about all the time. Making sure that if I choose to deploy a weapon or utilize a weapon in some form of fashion, I have to be under reasonable apprehension of loss of life or limb, right? There has to be enough of a threat to me that I cannot avoid, that is imminent upon me, okay? And then my level of response must at least match that level coming toward me. So if somebody comes to me and asks me for directions, okay, because you're lost somewhere, that's not the time to draw your firearm. It's when I'm truly threatened, I'm injured, or someone is trying to harm me, or they're within their reasonable certainty that I'm going to be harmed. That's when that needs to happen. So our purpose here then is to learn how to use a handgun as a tool for self-defense. Our goal is to debilitate the attacker's physical capabilities and emotional intent. The focus of today is using a cold weapon, and with a handgun as a cold weapon, it's used for striking. When we're striking, the point of impact on these firearms is the muzzle. The muzzle is the front end of the firearm, the end of the barrel where the round escapes, right? What I don't want to use, when you see in the movies a lot, right, you see the handle. Yeah, and it'll work, it'll do its job. The challenge is there's so many pieces of thin flat metal, there's springs involved, you've got magazines involved, so you've got other mechanics and other parts of the firearm that by striking with the handle, even though it feels like you got a better grip on it, striking opportunity, you got a hammer now. The problem now is that I could damage the firearm further and make it totally unserviceable, and I may need to be able to use it and then clear it and then use it in a different way, a different fashion. So it's important to note that our main point of impact is going to be the muzzle. That's what we're going to strike with and work with, okay? So we're just going to work through the mechanics here very fast. It seems it's going to work for you, but remember, a couple details. Yes, I understand we're breaking the firearm rules. I'm pointing this plastic firearm at my wife, and she's pointing them back at me, and we're working. But again, these are the tools that we use so we can work this safely at home. So I want to get that nice firm grip, okay, on the back of the back strap, get that nice index finger along the side of my slide, free and clear of my trigger guard, so I can use it as I need to if necessary, okay? So what's happened scenario-wise, let's say I've taken the firearm from her, and now I've got it. So my combative work, okay, I'm going to start from my basic fighting stance. My combative work is going to work first the diagonal strike. Using the muzzle, I'm literally just slapping the muzzle in an X pattern, okay? Slapping the muzzle in an X pattern. The idea here is that I'm setting up here and I'm striking, strike, strike. I'm not coming laterally. This is important because if you notice the contact point here creates breakage, or here creates breakage. By coming down at an angle, okay, I get to use my thumb and my hands to still protect. So yeah, I may be using the plastic part of the frame into the muzzle, but that's my idea of my strike points across the face and body on all my look. Okay. The second combative look today is using the muzzle in a straight stance, coming into the face and the eye, coming into the diaphragm of the body. That's from my standard grip. Now I can move to additional grip, right? I've just got the hand over. So let's say, for example, that I was able to take the firearm from her. Let's go over last week's. Let's just do behind the back from last week, right? So setting that look up, there's my under, there's my look, there's my defense, there's my thumb, there's my range, and now look what I've got. Right? I've got that hold where I can strike with the muzzle, right? And that downward strike and that grip. It works this way. It also works the same this way. Just getting that additional work in the strike. So again, striking to the face, striking to the diaphragm. This is the idea, okay? And anytime 440 grade poured steel meets an eyeball socket, it wins every time, hands down. I'd put money on it and always win, okay? Same, perfect. Okay, this is the look I'm looking for, okay, on the strike. The other option to work with is that reverse down, because then I can downward strike with it, right to the back of the head, or I've got that nice side hammer fist, back strike high, or striking low. Again, the idea is just understanding the concept of applying the firearm now into your strikes. What I don't want is the habit of putting the handle and the grip forward. I want to put the muzzle forward with what I'm doing, okay? Another caveat to this whole scenario when talk working cold work, target. One thing that I want to also talk about real quick when doing this before we get into actual combative work is understanding that your range is different now. So if I'm standing here, go turn sideways for me. If I'm standing here and I do a straight punch, right? I've done that enough times in my lifetime where I've got my range down where I could just walk up and I can tell you right where that punch is going to be most effective, right? Because we've learned our spatial orientation within our combative work over the years. Applying something like a handgun, though, I've added an extra 2 or 3 inches, okay, to my knuckle line for my grip. So now if I'm in the same range, I'm not getting the most effective drive, right? So now my distance varies as well. So instead of being here like I would from a straight punch, okay, now I'm going to be more here. It's so minute, but the ability to transfer energy from a straight strike comes from being able to extend the elbow, right? If I don't get the elbow extended, I only get so much pop out of it. But if my elbow extends, now I'm really getting that drive out of that punch. It transfers much better, okay? So we're going to work each combative. I'm just going to hit Brittany for a few minutes. You guys can see it with me and work the look with me. So on that diagonal strike, okay, from the back set hand, okay, firearm is ready. It's not working, but she's within range now. So I come across, and I'm going to strike it down, 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 down. Drawing my X. I'm aiming for the face, 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 face. This is the idea, okay? 2 more seconds. Face, 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 face. This is the play, okay? Now, let's move to our straight punch. Again, adjusting that straight punch. We're going to work with both hands. I mean, I always have my right hand. So we're going to work with the right hand first, though, okay? And drive that punch 5 times. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, change my grip. 4, 5, switch hands. Left side, 1, 2, 3, change your grip. 4, 5, okay, use that muzzle to drive that contact, all right? Now, I've got my downward strike. Again, moving the firearm around with that muzzle to work with. Excellent, okay? Coming down like a hammer fist. Driving that hammer fist in. 1, that's plenty strong. 2, it's so tempting to drop that hand. And you know what? If you're in the moment and that's where you go to, that's fine, okay? Again, I just wanted to kind of get the idea. Plus, look how it is. Now it's back toward me. So if it chooses to go off now, right? I mean, it is a SIG 320 to all my gun nerds out there. Okay, if it does choose to go off, right, that could be an issue for me. So I want it to come straight down, muzzle line. So if it does go off, that's definitely their problem, okay? Ready to go 3 more times? 1, 2, 3, Other side, same idea, okay? Yeah, don't forget also to make sure you're dropping the weight. The combative doesn't change. Just like I'm doing a regular hammer fist downward strike, same idea here with the firearm, okay? Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Striking downward, getting that full look. Now, from the side hammer fist, high and low, okay? So I'm aiming into the face and chest, or I'm coming in low, aiming into the groin, the thigh, okay, the diaphragm line. This is the place. Coming high, same idea. Look, without the firearm, here's my line. Slight adjustment. And when I make this work, remember to look with your eyes first. See the target first. So contact and strike. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come in low now. Setting up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I then create the space I need. I can adjust the firearm, and now I'm ready to use, right? The idea, of course, is being able to apply this. What's the phrase? Being able to apply this because I'm within range, that I might not just come down some, that I might not be able to make that contact the way that I want to, or get the firearm clear because, you know, let's say that I get the firearm from her fast enough. Well, if she's quick enough on, you know, if her brain cycles fast enough, she sees me with it, she overcomes that visual confusion, and now she engages forward, right? So I can't get it clear fast enough before she's hands on there, and then now we're back in a fight for it. By understanding that I can turn around and use it as a cold weapon too, it goes a long way in the combative work. So let's do the other side one more time, and let's get this wrapped up for the day for you guys. So my left hammer fist again. We'll just go this way so we can see it. There we go. And on the adjustment here, there's my strike. 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming low. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So again, you should be wearing a headset. That's what should be happening right now. Okay. So again, looking at that change, my regular hammer fist comes flat to contact the bottom of the hand. By adding in the muzzle, there is a change in that contact point. Being aware of that takes it from being an okay contact to something with some real umph. Okay, but again, even if I'm slightly misadjusted because of it, it's 440 grade steel. It's gonna win the fight. You take that and drive into a thigh, it's gonna not feel good. You hit him in the groin, it's gonna not feel good. Okay, that's the idea. So today's work with our tactical handgun is our cold weapon combative work. We went over your X strike across the face, your straight stab from your grip, and then your straight stab from the firearm, grabbing with the firearm itself on the slide, right? We also went over your downward strike. We went over your side high and your side low, driving that contact home each time. Those are our looks for this week. So tune in on Thursday. What we're going to work on for your tactical handgun is we're going to get into our shooting sequence work, helping you to identify sight picture, some sight alignment quickly, and work some transition work for you as well. So you get to see just some of that. We're not going to get into draws or any of that fun stuff right now. Right now, it's just the basic mechanics of just how to hold it, how to stand, how to develop sight picture. A lot of talking on Thursday, but tune in on Thursday for more of that because you'll need that, again, when we get back in the building. When we get back, got some real fun stuff planned for us to make up the difference on this here. So thank you all very much. Practice your combos, Dayton, and tune in on Thursday for more tactical handgun work. So thanks all. Come together and get good night, train hard, be safe.